bedroom floor. The only evidence that you've been there before. And I don't get waves of missing you anymore. They're more like tsunami tides.
I'm filming this, it isn't technically 2014 yet, but when I upload it, it will be. So I hope that all of you guys had a fantastic 2013, and I wish you guys all the best for 2014. Let's make it our year, guys. So anyway, getting down to business. First of all, I have a new camera lens on. It is the Canon EF 28mm f1.8. I will link it down below in case you guys are curious about it. Second thing, I did get my hair highlighted and cut. You can't really tell that much, it's just like a natural highlight, so just in case you guys were going to ask questions about that. But today's video is going to be my yearly favorites for 2013. I had a great year for 2013. It was my first year on YouTube. We're coming around almost full cycle. I believe January 12th is my 1 year anniversary on YouTube, which is crazy to think how fast this year has gone by. And this whole entire year I haven't missed one single favorites video, so I figured why not end the year on a good note, finishing off with my yearly favorites. Going right into it, my first favorite of the month. No, this isn't the month, Molly, this is the year. This is a big deal. My first favorite this entire year, I'm sure you guys are going to hear a lot about in all of your yearly favorites videos that you're going to watch. That would be the COVERGIRL Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, and mine is in the shade 810 if you are curious, if you think you have a similar skin tone to me. The big thing about this foundation is that it claims to have all three things in one: a primer, a concealer, and a foundation. And personally, I do use a primer and a concealer with this foundation, but if you are having a good skin day and you aren't planning on wearing your makeup for that long, you could definitely go without either of them. You could probably go without either of them all day long, actually, because you really don't need a concealer. This foundation is definitely very buildable. You could just put more on in the areas where you have redness and it would completely cancel it out. So this is my third bottle actually of this foundation. I repurchased it because of getting different shades as well as finishing out one of these. So I love this so much. I literally cannot get enough of it. It's my favorite drugstore foundation that I think I've ever tried. My next favorite is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is also the third time that I've repurchased it, and I'm going to have to get a new one pretty soon. I'm about halfway done with this one, but I always like to have a backup just in case I run out at some point because I don't know what I would do without this thing. The color actually matches my skin tone perfectly. This one is in the shade Fair if you're curious, and if you're curious, this one is in the shade Fair. It's kind of like a sponge applicator, and I use this not only underneath my eyes but also on blemishes just because it does match my skin tone so well. I can easily use it on blemishes and it's no big deal. The formula on this, it's super creamy, but it also stays in place all day long. You don't have to worry about it moving across your face or fading throughout the day underneath your under eye circles, because I personally have really bad under eye circles. They're just purple and gross and nobody wants to see that. So with this, it just covers it up completely and it makes my skin look a lot better. I have talked about this bronzer countless times on my channel, and it is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzer in Sunny. This is what it looks like. I use it in almost every single tutorial that I have ever put up on this channel at Target, and the best thing about this bronzer is that it is only $2.09, I believe. I think that is the exact price of it. So it is super cheap. You really, besides e.l.f., you can't get anything at the drugstore for less than $5, and this you can get two of them for $5. I have been using this bronzer all year round. I use it almost every single day and I still have yet to hit pan on it, which is actually kind of depressing to me. It's like, when am I going to hit pan on you? It's the perfect matte brown color. There's no shimmer to it at all, which makes it perfect for contouring your face, and I just totally recommend it because it's amazing. As for blush this year, my favorite would have to be Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso. It's a shimmery, peachy, corally color, and the reason why I like it is because I think it goes really well with my skin tone, and I can wear it in the summer, in the spring, in the fall, in the winter. I can wear it all the time, and it just looks very natural and not like I'm trying too hard. So I've noticed this is the perfect color for me to throw on when I'm running late for school or anything, just because it adds a ton to my face without looking too overdone. I think this is the perfect natural color, and it's very pigmented. It has a lot of color to it. And as an added bonus, there is so much product inside this little thing, so I totally recommend you guys going and checking the Milani Baked Blushes out, especially in Luminoso, because that's my favorite one. If you guys have been continuously watching my videos, I'm sure you have picked up on the fact that I love, 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 love more than anything else in this entire world. Maybe a couple things I like a lot more than this, but this has been my holy grail product for the entire year. This would be the Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner in the shade Trooper, which is just a black felt tip eyeliner. I do believe that there is a dupe for this at the drugstore. I think it is the Maybelline Master Precise, I want to say. I have had that before, but I didn't really like it as much as I liked the Kat Von D one, and this one I believe is only like $7 more than the Maybelline one. If you're willing to splurge a little bit more, I would just get this one because I think it stays on all day. I like it more than the Stila Stay All Day one. It just reminded me of that because I said it stays on all day. Like I said, I like it so much more than the Stila one because I've tried out that one and I always come back to this one. This is my 4th bottle of this, but it does last you a long time. Like, I use it every single day and it lasts you a really, really long time. So if you're looking for a good felt tip eyeliner, because if you didn't know, felt tip eyeliner makes it so much easier to put on your eyeliner. It makes everything so much easier. So I would totally recommend you guys going and checking this out if you have a very unsteady hand. I have 2 favorite palettes this year. The first one is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and if you guys have never seen this before, I'll show it to you guys now, but I'm sure you have because everyone has been raving about this the whole entire year. As you can see, I've used Naked 2 quite a bit. I've hit pan on it, and it's because I use this mostly for my eyebrows as well as faint. I use a mixture of those two, so even if I don't put on eyeshadow, I'm using this palette every single day. The great thing about it is it's perfect for everyday wear because the first shade is the only shimmery shade in the whole entire palette, and I use that for a highlight, and then the other ones are all matte, and those are perfect for using on your lid, and it is just an all-around perfect palette, and it runs for a lot cheaper. It runs for a much friendlier, it also runs for a much friendlier, I can't say it. It's for a much friendlier price than the Urban Decay Naked 1 or Naked 2 or now the Naked 3. So my other favorite palette of the year is the LORAC Pro palette, and this was released I believe in January, so it's been around a whole entire year, and it got really popular I think because Kylie Jenner said that she uses it every single day. So this is what the gorgeous palette looks like. I don't use this palette as much for school as I do for going out at night or for videos and just kind of like stuff like that. Like, I don't wear it every single day, but it's a great palette to have when you do need a larger variety of neutrals. I think this palette is way prettier than any of the Naked palettes, to be honest. I don't know, I know a lot of people love the Naked palettes, but I love this one even more because I think that there's so much more variety to it. So the whole top row of this palette is matte shades, and then I believe the bottom section is called satin shades. And if you guys are curious, my favorites in the palette have been light bronze, pewter, and mauve. Whoops. The thing about this palette is the colors are so pigmented. Like, I have never had any eyeshadows that are this pigmented, and the only thing that I can complain about at all about this palette is number one, okay, I can have 2 things to complain about actually. Number one is the material of this. It does get a little bit dirty. As you can see, I have like fingerprints on it and everything, so I don't really like the way that it was made that much. And then the other thing is sometimes the eyeshadows can have a lot of fallout on them, but I've learned just to do my eyeshadow before the rest of my face if I'm going to be using this palette. Next thing I have been loving, I don't think I could ever live without, this is the EOS lip balm in Tangerine. Special about this lip balm compared to all of the other EOS ones is that it is medicated, so I know a lot of people don't really like the texture of the medicated lip balm, but I really don't mind it that much as long as it works, because it actually does work, so that's why I don't mind it at all. I've used this one quite a bit, and this is my second one of this. It works really well. I use it every single night. I actually have an extra of this one in my purse right now just because whenever I'm out on the go, I always am like, oh, I need that EOS. I put it in my purse, that way I can always have it every single night before I go to bed, and it makes my lips super smooth. And I have really bad chapped lips, so I love this thing. On the lines of chapsticks, another one of my favorites this month has, oh my god, I keep saying month. This is a yearly favorites video. NIVEA lip butters, and I have every single kinds that they make. These are 3 of them. The last one is in my purse, and that one is in caramel, but the other ones are Vanilla and Macadamia Kiss, Raspberry Rose, and Original. These things not only smell amazing, my favorite one is probably the raspberry one, but they also work so well. I know I've gotten a ton of my friends hooked on these. The only thing I don't really care for about them is that they do come in a tin, so I don't like how you have to like take your finger when you're out and about and put it in there and then put it on your lips. But clearly it's not that big of a deal to me because I bought every single kind that they have. Popular back in the springtime, but I still use them to this day. My last favorite makeup product of the year has been the ALMAY lip gloss, and this, out of everything that I've shown, I think I got the most recently. I want to say I got this in August. Only had it for about 5 months, but I love it just as much as all of the other things that I've shown you guys. And this one is in the shade Rosy Lipped. So it's just your basic lip gloss with the doe foot applicator and everything, but what I really love about it is the color. It's the perfect color for my lips. I use this almost every single day for school just because it's the perfect natural color for me. I've noticed that I personally can wear this color lip gloss with any makeup look and it just looks complete. It doesn't look out of place or anything, and I love it so much. I can wear it with any outfit, anything. It's just like a My Lips but better color. I have one nail favorite of the year, and that would be the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear Nail Polish in Pacific Blue. Always end up going back to this color, and it has great pigmentation on it, and I noticed that whenever I wear it in a video, I was going to put it on today. I have Essie's Playdate on if you guys are curious, but anyway, I was going to put it on today, but I just didn't have time to. I noticed that whenever I am wearing it in a video, like 20 comments on the video will be like, what nail polish are you wearing? Oh my god, oh my god. And it's always this one. It's just like, I don't know, it sticks out and it's really pretty color, and I love it. It's not as much of a fall color, but I'm definitely going to be wearing it in the spring and definitely in the summer. I think it's a perfect summer color. Last but certainly not least, I'm moving on to my favorite hair products of the year. The first I just ran out of this morning, and it is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. They also have one with keratin in it, which I love as well, but I just decided to show you guys the original one because I like this one the best. Basically, it has 10 things on it that it claims that it does. I guess I will read them off to you guys. Repairs damaged hair, adds shine, detangles, controls frizz, seals and protects hair color, prevents split ends, stops hair breakage, creates silkiness, enhances natural body, and flat iron spray and thermal protector. So as you can tell, it has a ton of benefits to using this. I spray it in my hair every single time after I shower. I just all around love this product. It is on the pricier side, but I definitely think it's worth the splurge just because it'll last you a really long time and it really does make a difference in your hair. Right when I go to style my hair, I can tell right away if I forgot to put this in or not because it's just so obvious that my hair did not have this in it. Last favorite of 2013 in my top 13 products would be my hair curler. Now you guys, I'm shocked that I didn't curl my hair today. I decided to straighten it for the first time in who knows how long, but you guys always ask me like, what hair curler do you use? How do you curl your hair? And I'm no pro at curling my hair, trust me. It's all this baby. The CONAIR U-Curl, and this one I believe is in the 1/2 to 1 inch curling ones. I don't know, but they only make one red one like this. CONAIR only does. So if you see this one in the store, this is the one that I use. Normally I put mine on a heat of 310. I curl it to the off side of my face and it works perfectly. I couldn't part from this thing. I don't know what I would do without it because I use it practically every single day. Okay guys, so that is everything. Those are my top 13 favorites for 2013. I believe this video is going to be super long because I think I've recorded for like 18 minutes. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I love you all so much, and I thank you so much for making 2013 an amazing year. There's no way I would have as amazing of a year as I did without all of you guys, and I owe you guys the world. Like I said, thank you so much, and I will talk to you all in my next video.
Else, I do but forget things about myself. Stumbling forward, the head spin. I got my mind's with you, but my heart's just not. So am I close to